but that's about it for now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So any of you didn't finish yesterday's work by now, this is what I expect to see. Okay? Yes. And you can have more time to turn it in.
Oh, never mind. I was going to ask which symmetry it was.
It has none that I know of.
Oh.
So, yes, Lauren.
I have a question, like problems-wise.
Okay.
Or,
This was number 40, by the way.
yeah,
Give me a second.
number 41. That
41.
one I had an issue with.
Okay, let's do 41 real quick. I may erase this now. Everyone who needs it has it.
Yeah. It'll be
Okay.
on the computer.
Can we just go over everything we have time for?
No.
I'll want to stop in a minute or two to get to synthetic division, but yeah, basically we'll try.
I thought we did that.
We did polynomial.
Oh, is that the one where it's, you do... Yeah,
Hold on.
Oh,
Yes.
I got it.
Okay, hang on. We're gonna review it again. But
Yeah,
okay, 41 is f of x equals negative x cubed times x plus 4 squared times x minus 1. Okay, let's go ahead and do this first. What would my leading term be? What would my first term be if I were to distribute all this out?
No.
Negative 1x to the what power?
Six.
To the 6th. Yeah, I'm going to have an x cubed times an x squared times an x. That's going to be to the 6th. What will that end behavior be?
Oh, wait. It would be,
Oh, well.
Steven says it'll be a heart.
No, it was supposed to be an
It'll
M.
be a touchdown.
Supposed to be an M? Actually, it's negative, so instead of a touchdown, it'll be a marionette.
What about
Both going down. I'm sorry?
what about the 6?
An even exponent usually means touchdown. A negative sign will flip both ends
Oh.
downward.
Okay.
So this is a marionette,
Oh.
puppet hanging from strings.
Gotcha.
Am I conveying that?
Crap.
Yes. The crab. Crab is good.
D.
I'm not going to try to do more of crab. Okay, crab works. Colin, that's fine.
Connor.
Connor.
Crab.
Probably. Okay, now,
Yeah, no.
so we know the end behavior will be something like this. Okay, zeros. I see an x equals 0 from the x cubed. I see an x equals negative 4
And
One.
and 1.
Yeah.
I see a multiplicity of 3 here.
3, 2, 1.
I see a multiplicity of 2 here.
1.
Multiplicity of 1. And this tells me an odd multiplicity does what now?
C.
OC, crosses. Even multiplicity?
E.T. Touches.
ET touches. Another odd one?
O.C. Crosses.
Crosses.
Yeah.
You guys sound like cheerleaders. I love it. Okay, y-intercept while we're at it.
Oh.
What's y-intercept going to be?
0.
0. Once you put a 0 in for that, it all goes to 0. This one also hits at the origin. Is that all I need?
And then you graph it.
Then I graph it. To go into more detail on the end behavior, I would say the limit as x goes as far to the left as you can imagine of this function is negative infinity. And the limit as x goes as far to the right as you can imagine of this function is also negative infinity because it goes down as the function goes left and it goes down as the function goes right.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is going to look something like, my zero's in the right place, 0, negative 4, positive 1, goes down from here, make sure I get these right. It turns around at negative 4 and crosses at both 0 and 1. So it must look something like that.
Is it true to say if you have 3 zeros, you're always going to have either a W or an M?
Yes. Yeah, I can't think of another way to have it. Or one of those weird shapes. You can have more zeros, actually. Like, you can have 5 zeros.
But that would just go up and down.
Yeah. And sometimes you can have 3 zeros and more turnarounds. Like, if I had a 5th degree equation, I could possibly have 1, 2, 3, and then I could have 2 more points like this.
Oh, you can have
Yeah, these turnarounds don't have to wrap around the x-axis like a snake. They can occur anywhere.
How do those? Are we gonna learn that later?
In calculus, you'll learn how to find these, actually. Calculus will, actually, towards the end of this year, we'll learn something called the derivative. Remember how we did the difference quotient, which told us about the slope in between 2 points? Okay? If you know if the slope between points on here is changing from positive to horizontal to negative, then you know there's a turnaround point. So basically what we did with the difference quotient made more complicated in theory but simpler in practice will tell you where all of the turnaround points are in any function. So that's next year.
Okay.
This year, if I want you to look for those, I'll have you using your calculator, and I'll probably even give you the window. Brandon, yes?
It's a non-irrelevant question.
Did you say a non-irrelevant?
A non-relevant one. Quickly, I might wait to answer it, but what's on your mind? Okay, okay, let me go to synthetic division now,
Okay.
and then come back to this if more people need help with it. Adina, is this helpful for all I wanted? I apologize for not saying about skip the video, because I think that
Johnny did. Thank you, Johnny.
Johnny said I never teach me, so...
No, you said a couple of moments ago.
Yeah.
And you figured out that's what I meant this time.
Yeah.
Clever young man. Put Johnny in charge when I'm not here next time.
Just something about the youngest kid in the class being in charge.
No, I've had that.
It was personal, Stephen admits.
I think it is weird when, like, the youngest kid is, like, better than you or something.
Wait, what? Is this part of the thing we did yesterday?
No, this is new. Well, it's a review for an Algebra 2 concept. So this is new to everyone who was not educated in a European-style math class last year.
No, this isn't new to me.
That's because you were not educated in a European-style math
It's
class
Did
last
you
year.
just say this is new to everyone who is not educated in
No, it's familiar to everyone.
Oh, sorry.
I may have said it wrong.
Oh
Okay,
my god, my, like, math skills are fried now.
okay, synthetic division. Did I write synthetic notation?
Yes.
Why?
Wow.
Because you're thinking
Scientific notation.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
No,
Okay.
I hate that.
All right. Synthetic division. Synthetic division is a shortcut for polynomial long division, but it's got a couple of restrictions on it. Okay? Those restrictions, well, it's got one restriction on it that's huge, actually. Only works if the divisor is of the form x minus a.
So I'm looking for,
Paperclip?
yeah.
Good luck, they've been popular since my stapler broke.
Here,
Okay,
this
yes.
is just waiting to spell
Thank you very
it.
much.
Have to stay for me.
I should. I'll create the Lauren Hoffman paperclip memorial jar
Like,
or
I
something.
could really get stapler.
You may quickly. Okay, anyway, only works for the divisor. I did, I'll work on that. Okay, only works if the divisor is of the form x minus a. It's got to be positive 1 on the x, okay? And it's got to be minus a constant. Anything else doesn't work at all. Got anything else here?
If it's not that, then you have to do the long.
You got to do the long division. If
I
this
don't
is
know
x
what that
squared,
means.
okay, if I'm asking you to divide by x squared minus 5, can't use this trick. If I'm asking you to divide by 2x minus 3,